Good evening. I am Rabbi Gordon Yaffe, current president of the Rabbinical Assembly of Suffolk, Nassau, and Queens, and the rabbi of Congregation L'Dor V'Dor, Oakland Little Neck Jewish Center. I regret that I'm not able to be here in person with my rabbinic and cantorial colleagues to stand in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Israel, the Jewish people throughout the diaspora, and all who desire to eliminate hate, death, destruction, and evil from our world, to be replaced with love, life, building, and goodness. I'm grateful to have been invited to create this video and to participate in this way. Each of us has been asked to recite a psalm, a piece of religious poetry that helps us to focus our thoughts and articulate the feelings within our hearts in difficult times. Psalm 121. Shir Lama'alot, Esa Einai El Ha'arim, Me'ayin Yavo Ezri. Ezri Me'im Adonai Oseh Shamayim Va'aretz. Al Yiten Lamot Raglecha, Al Yanu Shomrecha. Hine Lo Yanum Velo Yishan Shomer Yisrael. Adonai Shomrecha, Adonai Tzilcha Al Yad Yiminecha. Yomam Hashemesh Lo Yakeka, V'yareach Balayla. Adonai Yishmorcha Mikol Ra, Yishmor et Nafshecha. Adonai Yishmor Tzeitcha Uvoecha, Me'ata V'yad Olam. I will lift my eyes up to the mountains and I ask, what is the source of my help? The source of my help is the Lord, creator of heaven and earth. God will not let me falter. Our guardian does not slumber. Surely the guardian of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. God is at our right hand to protect us. The Lord, our keeper, gives shelter. The sun will not smite by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will guard from all harm. The Lord will preserve our souls. God will guard our going and our coming from this time forth and forevermore. As we are being attacked, we call on God to stand by our side to protect us and to shelter us from all harm. It's not just Israel and our Israeli brothers and sisters who are under attack, but we as members of the Jewish people are being attacked as well. In Article 7 of the Hamas covenant, it is written, "The day of judgment will not come about until Muslims fight Jews and kill them. Then the Jews will hide behind rocks and trees, and the rocks and trees will cry out, 'O Muslim, there is a Jew hiding behind me. Come and kill him.'" In Article 13, it is written, "Peace initiatives and so-called peaceful solutions and international conferences are in contradiction to the principles of the Islamic resistance movement. These conferences are no more than a means to appoint the infidels as arbitrators in the lands of Islam. There is no solution for the Palestinian problem except by jihad. Initiatives, proposals, and international conferences are but a waste of time, an exercise in futility." Not too long ago, 1/3 of the entire Jewish people were murdered as part of a plan with the intention to eliminate the entire Jewish population of Europe. Many of our people died simply because there was no place to go. In the aftermath of the Holocaust, as a people, we vowed never again. And part of that vow was to create the state of Israel so that we could live as a free people in our own land, to be in charge of our own destiny, and to protect ourselves from those who wish to destroy us. We are in a physical war to protect our lives, and we are also fighting a war of public opinion that is overwhelmingly critical of Israel, for the way in which it is responding to the barrage of rocket attacks from Hamas that are purposefully targeted to murder our people. Israel is simply doing what it can to protect its citizens from death and destruction. Israel did not start this current conflict. Hamas took this opportunity to continue to pursue its goals, clearly stated in its charter. Israel is not a perfect society. There is no such thing. However, Israel is fulfilling its responsibility of being a light unto the nations in so many ways. The humanitarian aid that it is providing to the citizens of Gaza, the medical treatment that it is giving to Syrian refugees, the effort to be one of the first responders all over the world to help when disaster strikes, and the economic and educational opportunities that are available for all of its citizens, regardless of religion, race, or creed, are just a few of the examples of the shining example of the goodness that Israel brings to our world. I conclude my remarks this evening with a charge to everyone who is listening. Learn as much as you can about the history of Israel and the truth about Israel as she is today. Make plans to visit Israel and make it a point to speak to your friends, your family, your neighbors, and people you do not even know about Israel. As Jews living in the diaspora, we must never forget what happened when Israel was not on the map as a Jewish state. Hatred against Israel is hatred against all of us as members of the Jewish people. Am Yisrael Chai. May the Jewish people live. Amen.